White ash seeketh embers.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm not really interested in tussling with you right now. But, oh, I see. You're not interested in what I want. Fucking priests. Doesn't matter what church you belong to, or what crazy eldritch sorceries you possess. Pushy priests, well, they get the axe. Hello. And how about you, Carpenter John? With your mallet. Executioners use hammers, and your dag, masterless and alone. Oh, he's so sad, he just wants cuddles. Well, sorry, dag. Some lord's hall by the look of it. Hello. Wow. Oh, I thought I one-shot him. A fresh ember. I've been wondering about the nature of these embers and the nature of humanity at this point. As I said previously, oh, you're not firing at me, are you? Okay, good. I was concerned. The nature that, as I said previously, everything was kind of corrupted from its pure state in Dark Souls 1, or, you know, with the original linking of the flame, or the finding of the first flame. Humanity doesn't seem to exist. Those are crystal. That's a crystal lizard. Humanity doesn't seem to exist outside of these weird masses of what I like to call Ouroboros virus, growing on certain enemies or appearing from Gundyr, Udex Gundyr. And it's interesting to me that embers have replaced what was humanity, the kindling. Shortcut ahead, yes. You're facing the wrong way, mate. This is going to be more annoying when I have to do the boss rush from the bonfire. But beats going through Mr. I like to fire spears, oh, hey rats, out of my bow. I haven't seen you guys for a little while, I almost missed you. Poor guys. Anyways, yeah, the cinders, the embers, are they the remains of humanity that was burned in the... Oh, the Cestus. God, every time I try to finish this thought, I get interrupted. Also, I don't like the look of that mist. That reminds me of the Basilisk, and I really don't want to be petrified. It reminds me of... I'm wondering if the humanity has been consumed, the Dark Soul has been consumed and used so many times and split so much into so many fragments in linking the... Oh, that's a giant rat. In linking the flame, that it is now no longer the pure Dark Soul. Nice, Bloodbite Ring. But it is just the charred remains of humanity that can be used to kindle the ashes, which is us. We are a champion of ash. Unkindled as we may be at times, we are gathering embers to ignite into a glorious blazing flame. Again, what this has to do with the overarching story of Dark Souls, who the hell can say? Honestly, I bet you, and I love so many of the YouTubers in the Souls community for... Oh, betrayal ahead. For discussing it and for pursuing it. It's well above my ken, but I honestly think that when the community finally nails down the most plausible, the most well-fact supported theory for Dark Souls' universe and for its lore, Miyazaki's gonna come out and say, you know what, guys, that's a nice story, but that's not actually it. And of course, he won't tell us what it is. He won't reveal it. That's not in his nature. But he'll just simply walk up and say, hey, by the way, no, that's just not true at all. That's kind of sad, but I feel like that's going to be the case. That Dark Souls lore, the beauty of Dark Souls lore is that it is obtuse and almost, oh, the double, unknowable. Despite the very well-informed or the very intelligent few who piece together bits by bits and work off of conjuncture. You saucy bugger. Anyways, we'll get back to this. I'll stop waffling for a little while. Before I continue on towards the boss, I want to know what these guys are all about. I have a feeling they're going to throw something at me. What you got in the pot, guys? Maybe it's like some stew or something kind. Maybe it's just a bunch of Estus that they're just going to shower me with and just... Nope, no, it's just the fucking whole pot. Well, thanks. Oh. Alright, those guys have a lot of poise, and I'm assuming by the fact that they have that wood plank on their back that they're not susceptible to backstab, so I'm not even going to try that. If I get the opportunity to be at their back, I'll go for the focus attack since I think that's more guaranteed damage. I also need to get a lot better with the parry. The parry timing in this is a lot different than the previous games, so I've not been able to do it, and I really am kind of discouraged in trying because if I don't know how to, it's really not a viable strategy, and it's going to waste time or it's going to waste health. And that's not really the most efficient way to go ahead with this. But if that gentleman that I fought earlier truly was a human player, it seems to be the case that a lot of people are having trouble with the parries, because he kept going for it, but he just... Oh, just sit down, Dag. He kept going for it, but he just couldn't seem to land it properly. And I mean, I was spamming my right bumper to no end. Like, honestly, that if you were coming up against someone who's spamming for poise break, a good parry will end that fight immediately. Did he just How you doing down there, mate? Oh, that's a pot full of meat. That's disgusting. You're filthy. It also seems like using the focus attack gives us a couple of iframes in the slash there. Or maybe it's just you get so low that you're gonna dodge a few attacks. It's hard to tell sometimes with Dark Souls because what typically is a dodge move might just be like, oh, here's a couple of iframes, where a sword might have actually tried to clip with you. But if it is the case where just being low dodges the enemy's model and dodges the hitbox, that's really cool and a nice addition to a series that sometimes is criticized for having a somewhat unrealistic combat design. Throw it. No? That's enough. Just take a break. Take a breather. Alright. So, that's the tower with Giant Man. Just having fun, plinking and ruining the Day of Hollows. Could this be a Lord of Cinder? Well, it's a pretty spooky well. There's Giant Man up there. Now we're slowly leading ourselves to him. Sup? And I really don't want to tussle with him, but that might be unavoidable. I'm all out of focus here. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever actually used an Ash in Estus. But, Alluring Skulls. It'll be interesting to see. Are you an invisible wall? No. Kicking walls. It'll be interesting to see what's down that way, since it's a secondary path, which it's kind of nice that in this game anyways, it kind of is leading you to be wary of Fatty. Yeah, I can't fit through. That's kind of leading you into exploring the side areas. The initial side areas weren't very expansive, they didn't take too long to cover. Are you friend? Are you foe? Can't target you. But now it seems to be opening up to a little bit of a wider area. I want to get down there too. That is an awesome helmet. Shaped like a gargoyle.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you'll go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time. Yeah. If, like the others, you're fool, then go on ahead. Hopeless. The whole lot of you. Like little moths flittering towards a flame.
Well, thanks for the encouraging words. I look forward to crossing my blade against that, well, fuck off mace that you got going on there. You cocky son of a bitch. I'll take that helmet off of your severed head. Another way from down below. A little bit of a shortcut. This the abandoned church he's speaking of. He reminds me somewhat of was it Garl Vinland? Oh yeah, look at those trees. Those high-res trees. Let's ignore that. Oh. In the distance, two towers burning. The neat shot of the high wall of Lothric. Alright. Oh, hold on. Gotta get that thumbnail. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna open this door and I'm probably gonna get wrecked, but let's check out what's inside here. Well, that's rude. Oh. Hello. Back again, are we?
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Once or twice.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them.
Oh, I'm certain.
But I have to find a way up. And that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
Yes, still closed.
This lift, with a little warming up, eventually... No. I've got to use my head and think. This lift...
Alright, Sigvald. I'll figure out a way to get this thing going up. But first, we should go down. See you later. Have fun being a Onion Knight. Oh, I guess it's the whiteness of the armor that was always spoken of as is the Onion Knight armor. I always viewed them as somewhat of a pumpkin shape. But that's just me. Whole lot of nothing. Hello? Oh, okay. Alright, wasn't prepared for that. I can see you, you're a student of, Fort. You practice in his style of, holy shit, let's walk on all fours and just wreck everything that comes through. Stop it. I can get him. I got this. I got this. First try. First try. Quick heal. Okay, so we can stagger him. He is... Oh, Frostbitten. Okay, I don't actually know what this status effect does, but I feel like I have to end this quickly. Ethereal Straight Sword. Alright, Frostbite doesn't seem to be doing any damage to my health, but I think it prevents your stamina recovery until you're out of the effect. Nice. That was... I wasn't expecting that. I knew something terrible was going to happen, but not quite being mauled to death by a feline knight. Descaling strength, descaling in dex. Straight sword bestowed upon the Outrider Knights of the Boreal Valley, so he was part of Vort's company. This weapon is enshrouded in frost and causes frostbite. Every Outrider Knight one day devolves into a beast, constantly hounded by Pontiff Sullivan's black eyes. And it looks like it uses a similar stance to a regular straight sword. I might use this. I really like the twin blades, but this looks really interesting. It does more damage, and it does that frost effect down below. Can I switch? It does. Player status Hollowing 3. I wonder if that refers to, in some way, how many deaths we have. I'm not sure what that actually has to do with anything. But anyways, sorry, that wasn't even helpful. Show item info. Anyways, has a 35 rating in the frost effects category, so I might replace my twin blades with that. Just see how it does. So as worse scaling but better base damage, it weighs less. It has a higher focus point cost, better durability, better everything in guard. It's just that bad scaling in dex, which is a little bit not so great for my build right now, but I am kind of a dex strength, and wow, that sword's awesome. So, basic sort of longsword stances, same sort of longsword, what would it be, moveset. And yeah, got the pull and a cool stab, alright. So this might be my sort of sword and board setup here, and then switch the katana quickly for more high damage single target stuff, or the AoE that the katana provides. I wonder what kind of upgrade materials it uses, if it's some sort of twinkling titanite like most magical weapons used in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Hey, bonfire. Road of Sacrifices. This is the path that Mr. Gargoyle Face was warning us about, where we would die and die again. A Boreal Knight guarding, taken over by madness of the beast, guarding the entrance to this place. Perhaps another of the Boreal Valley awaits us down this road? Who can say? I'm not quite sure, but I'm certain we will find out.